All right. All right. All right. All right. Thank you so much for being patient. I had to make me a coffee real quick. A lot of times I'll actually post the video. Well, I won't. I'll set up the video knowing that it takes a couple of minutes for people to join the room. Tech Time C in the house. Thank you so much. The other people, there's 6 other people in the room. I don't know who. 0.999. Had to make me a nice coffee with that machine right there. Got a little foam on me. Right there, man. Right there. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. I got some bitching to do. That's what I'm known for. I also got some good news I like to share with you. Let me just get a little additional light here in the house. There we go. Oh, adjust the camera a little bit. Boy, I'm just all miscombobulated. Little good news first. You know, I was taught when you bitch, or in management school, there's no school called management school, but you do take certain classes. Like when you call somebody into the office to reprimand, it's best to, before you reprimand them, give them some encouraging words, what they're doing right. And then you basically then say, okay, here's the problem I am having with you. So before I bitch about our government, before I pull you in this office, I want to give you some good news. Now, I can't show you what's inside of this, but I just stopped by my realtor's office. So as you know, we didn't get this condo here. As you know, the seller backed out due to the government closing and us getting an FHA loan. We said, hell with you. This is a small condo. Wife and I made an offer on a Bury, and I will show it to you once I close. Don't want to mess anything up security-wise for me. But once I close, I'll show you some images of the place. It is stunning. The seller accepted our offer. Basically, I think our first offer, there was some home association fees. There's what they call GVRs or something. We tried to get him to, we tried to get the seller to pay those. He accepted the offer, but countered without the fees, so we'll pay for our own fees. But other than that, he accepted. I just went and dropped off the escrow check, and hopefully, I don't know, 2 months we'll be closing and moving in on our new home. So now for the bitchin'. And I already made a video pertaining to this. It will be uploaded separately. I think the title says it all. Nancy Pelosi is a wicked, wicked woman. And I don't mean that in the sense of I'm just trying to insult somebody. I'm not saying it in a sense where I'm trying to use words to hurt somebody. I am saying it in a clinical sense. She is a wicked, wicked woman. Little sip of my good coffee. Four shots made with that beast right there. And I grind my I grind my beans with that grinder right there. By no means, and I say this in the video I'm about to upload, by no means are the Democrats stupid. Oh, they're stupid. They're stupid. No, they're not stupid. They are diabolically geniuses, is what these politicians are. They are just diabolical in every sense of the word. And they are not stupid. To the contrary that of what everybody says, you know, how they like to use words to hurt people. Oh, they're stupid, they're stupid, they're stupid. These folks are not stupid. She's a wicked, evil woman who is attempting to hold on to her power at all costs. She is putting herself up above the 800,000 federal workers she claims to feel sorry for. Open up my government so my 800,000 can feed and eat. No, you have the power to do that. She's putting herself up above those people, but not just those people. She is putting herself above the American citizens. How? She refuses to build that wall. She refuses to allow us to make our country safer. She refuses to allow us to hold on to our jobs so they are given to American citizens. And when I say American citizens, I also mean people who legally, please hear me, people who legally came here from other countries, including Mexico. Nancy Pelosi has been living off your tax dollars and your parents' tax dollars. I did the research. Don't trust me. I'm just another moron on the internet. If you want to check my words. Nancy Pelosi has been in politics since 1977. That lady's been in politics so long she's forgotten how to swipe a debit card. She don't even know what a debit card is. She and her kind have been embedded in government so long. They have been entrenched in government so long. They honestly, and I'm not just saying this for decorative purposes, they really, truly believe that this country is theirs. And that is the reason why they want Trump out. This is mine. How dare an outsider come in here? And everybody keeps throwing it at me. Well, Trump's in the same, political circles. Trump is a elite also. Trump is no. Trump might be rich, but he's not part of the club. And you folks need to understand what the club is. The club, in so many words, are a small group of people who believe not only this country is theirs, but all the other countries are theirs. And they want to rule it as a one world order. And anybody who does not have that fascist ideology is considered an outsider, regardless of how much money you have. They want to rule the world. And if you don't feel the same way as they do, I'll say it again, regardless of Trump's money, you are considered an outsider. And you're running my country? That's what's going on here. All over the world, you have people like Nancy Pelosi in power in their various countries. Schumers in those various respective countries, thinking that those countries belong to them, and how dare anybody step up and attempt to run my country. Oops, I can't let anybody know it because I've been teaching them since grade school that anybody can be president. That's the whole gimmick. That's the whole con game. Anybody, if you put your mind to it, can be anything you want, including president. That's the con game, folks. This is not their country. This is your country, and your country, and my country. Salute. By the way, I got this mug from the Venetian. I got it for my wife. We were at Vegas. It's a nice little mug. It holds the coffee beans. That's all I care about. Now I want to do some more bitching. Now I don't really give two shits about pornography. I really don't. I think it has poisoned our youth. Many of those youth have grown up to be poisoned men and women. They want to do and this is another con game. So I don't know, some senator or somebody wants to put forth a vote where they want to tax you $20 to view porn. It's a build. That $20 is guaranteed to build the wall. They said it's to build the wall. The $20 is going to fund the wall. And I'm coming to a full circle here, folks. You know I like to draw it out a little bit and come to a circle and yank the fishing rod and hook you. I'm getting there. So that $20, any device you use, whether it be a computer, a tablet, a cell phone, an iMac, whatever the hell you're viewing your pornography on, they want to charge you $20. How are they going to do this? They want to install software on all your devices. Mandated, by the way. It probably comes from the factory with this spying software on it. So I'll even know if you like doggy porn. I'm just teasing. But my point is this. They say if you circumvent that software to view pornography, you will be fined, and fined heavily. Again, they claim the $20, this $20 porno tax is going to fund the wall. Here's where I seat the hook. This legislation that they would like to vote upon is coming from a Democrat. Remember, they keep preaching that the wall is immoral. And they also preach that it's just those lousy conservative Republicans who want the wall. Once they get the funds for the wall, they're going to blame the conservatives. We told you so. The wall was immoral, and we just proved it. All those filthy, reprobate perverts called the Republican Party and conservatives built this wall, this immoral wall. We told you that the wall was immoral, and now we proved that the wall was immoral. Not only we proved the wall was immoral, we proved you conservatives, you God-fearing people were immoral. Now, I personally know people, and I can tell you this. I think overall, all people tend to be equally perverted, and that includes the Democrat Party, but they won't bring up the Democrat Party. Remember, they claim it's just us redneck, God-fearing, gun-loving people, conservatives who want the wall. But I know people who are Democrats who also want this wall. They won't mention that when the time comes. They will not mention it when the time comes. It'll just be the conservatives who built that perverted wall. And therefore, we should tear it down because it's immoral. It came from pornography money. She goes on to say this. After the wall is built, I love how they talk, the hypocrisy. But after the wall is built, we'll still maintain the tax, and it'll be used to fund other things like roads, this, that, stuff you're already paying taxes for. So they're just going to keep the tax, regardless of whether it's built or not. Just like every other flipping tax. We're going to tax you more money so we can get laptops in school. And once they got all their laptops, what do? They maintain the tax upon the people. It's a joke. And It really is sad. They're finding different ways to raise taxes. But you mark my words, I said it first. Nobody has said it. Nobody, not even, excuse me, not even the news. What else can I bitch about? I have a feeling. I'm going to make a prediction. Now, you folks know I don't like to make predictions because once the prediction doesn't come true, you look like an idiot. But I got a feeling. I'm starting to sense something in the air. I'm starting to sense something when I listen to the radio and the news. I'm starting to sense something, and I'm going to make it a prediction. I think we're going to start to see onesies and twosies, very sparsely is what I'm trying to get at. Actors and actresses starting to break their chains from fascism. Now, they got to be careful because obviously they make their living off of Hollywood. If they would go against Hollywood, they'll lose their jobs and won't be cast in any movies or whatnot. I've got a feeling that we're going to start to see onesies and twosies, just one person here, one person there, break ranks and say, you know what? There's something wrong with the Democrat Party. You know what? There's something wrong with this news. You know what? The news has been wrong time and time and time again. And I just can't get on television and keep repeating the same old mantra that Democrats are good and Republicans are bad. You mark my words, I really believe this is going to happen. I hope it does happen. I also believe that there's going to be one or two news broadcasters that literally quit their jobs and say, you know what? This is wrong. And they're going to go public. It won't be a lot of actors and actresses, and it won't be a lot of news broadcasters, but it's going to happen. So let me take a look at some of the comments. I want to thank everybody who takes the time. And I said this in many videos. My time, my free time, that is very valuable to me because I have so little free time. And I know you folks have very little free time. Your free time is very, very valuable. And I just wanted to thank you for sharing some of your free time with me. I really feel very fortunate. I also wanted to I apologize when I go on a rant. I don't normally read the text. I'm pointing at the text window. I don't read the messages. But I wanted to thank David Shat. I can't pronounce his last name. Shat for the $2 super chat. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Every little bit helps. It really does. And to I just want to thank everybody for being here. Adam Ramirez, overtax, killed bin Laden with his bare hands. Thank you for your service, sir. You guys don't want to know what I think about what really happened to bin Laden. I think bin Laden was killed a long time before they supposedly, ceremoniously, out of respect, dumped his body off that ship. He's dead a long, long time ago. Let me tell you something. Out of respect, out of the Muslim faith, we got to put his body to see so many hours before, before the gods come raining down on us. Yet they killed how many other flipping Muslims and never buried them at sea? Who was the guy before bin Laden in charge, the president of Iran? Who the hell was he? not who was it? They hung him. They had cell phone photos of him being hung. Who was that guy? Hussein. Exactly. I didn't see, he's the same faith. I didn't see them rushing him to a battleship and throwing his body over seat covered. All you soldiers need to stay indoors in the ship. You stay under, you stay, and we're going to dump this body, okay? This is, no. You guys believe Bin Laden was dumped on that evening? No flipping way. Just think about it, folks. How many other Muslims, and I'm not talking just your street fighters, I'm talking political figures like Hussein and Bin Laden, how many? And how many did they rush to bury at sea? He was killed a long time ago and his body was disposed of a long time ago. They needed to end that lie. They needed to end the lie. Think about it, folks. Man, we're being lied to left and right. Gaddafi was another one. Thank you, Tyrone. Believe it or not, Gaddafi was Muslim. And no burial at sea for him. If I recall, he was dragged in the streets behind a freaking Jeep or something like that. Think about it. Go back and reread the news about Bin Laden, about that day on the ship. Not even any of the shipmates saw that body being tossed overboard. Hillary and everybody in the war room applauding Bin Laden's death. They knew he was dead 2 or 3 years previous to that. It was part of that theater, part of that lie, part of that prelogue that you know the first page you read in the book before the book even starts, that prelogue, the dialogue. That's all that was when they were in that meeting room. We came, we saw, and we conquered, or we killed. Preface. Thank you. I'm an idiot. I told you I'm an idiot. I know what I want to say. I just can't think of the words. Yeah, the preface. If you ever read a book before they have a preface, and then you have the main storyline. I mean, the main story. Pelosi. Yeah, that's my belief. See, I started to say hello to everybody. I saw one comment. I went off on a tirade. It shows you the mood I am in today. Yes, Pelosi is a disgusting hag, a very vile, wicked woman. She is like the people, the evil, wicked people we read about in the Bible. And I don't want to get all biblical. Now I'll say hello to people and see if I can stop myself from going off on tangents. And Christian, thank you so much. Democrats play politics at the expense of Americans. Yeah. Tyrone in the house, Seaway 44. Thank you so much for being my moderators. Stefan Polakowski. Wow, that's a mouthful. Thank you so much for being here. Bombs away, LeMay. Chris Clanton, Kevin Royals. Thank you so much for being here. Little Lou, I do not believe that it was him. It was someone else. I think he's still alive. Well, either Bin Laden's still alive or he was dead, killed a long, long time ago. Tuna casserole. I like that name. I actually like tuna casserole. I don't know why. It is disgusting, but I actually like it. Crescent Moon just add Silver True. Okay, he's talking. She or he is talking to somebody else. Stephen Alstad. The dementia laugh and smile she has. Yeah, or does. Yeah, she's just a wicked, wicked woman. And she's not stupid. People laugh at her for being stupid. but she's not. She's just diabolically wicked, wickedly smart in every sense of the word diabolical. I mean, she has the power of like Jim Jones. You know, the Jim Jones from the early 70s who made everybody drink the Kool-Aid and kill themselves over in Guyana, Africa, or wherever it was. She has that kind of personality, the Charles Manson personality, where she can actually lure people in, and you got people that actually believe her, that believe that it is Trump's fault that the borders, I mean, the government's closed. That is how wicked she is. Was it South America, Richard Devon? Thank you very much for correcting me. See, I'm an idiot. But that's the personality these folks have. They have a way of dividing and then conquering us individually. In small, they divide us into small segments, compartmentalize us, and then just are able to brainwash some of us and demonize the rest of us. It really is a flippin'. It is amazing what these freaking people can do. And you got unfortunately, half the damn United States population believing that evil is good now. The world is turned upside down. They actually believe evil is good. They actually believe that dressing like, and no disrespect to my women followers, I love you all, but actually convincing the population it's okay to dress in public like a titty dancer. It's okay for men to shave their eyebrows. It's okay for men to wear dresses and women to wear pants and all this. The world is upside down, and they got half the population believing it's okay. It's okay to sleep with dogs. It's okay to do whatever you want. It's okay. There's nothing wrong with it. You want to know why they actually do that? It's a technique to break down society. Society will actually collapse upon itself, very much like a building imploding. Society will collapse upon itself when it has lost all commonality, and that's God. When we have nothing in common, we all turn against each other. We'll implode. Once we implode, they can really control over us. A weaker society, a dumbed down society, is more easily controlled. And I'll do a metaphor. And I don't like preaching the Bible because I know very little bit about it. But you ever notice when we all go to church, how friendly we are to each other? I'm not saying, I mean, there is a lot of hypocrites at church, granted. But you want to know the real reason we all get along at church? It's because we have something common. Once they break up that commonality, society's doomed. They will come over, they'll turn you into slaves, literally slaves. My Wife Won't Let Me Get a Gun by Ben Spackler. Get rid of your wife. You know what I mean? You're the man. Do what you got to do. What's your CCW? I got a CCW here in California that permits me to carry concealed in 5 other states. Actually, in Arizona, we don't need a CCW. I opt to go get it because the one that's naturally granted to us, the one that we don't have to pay for, only grants us concealed carry in Arizona. But if you go and take the course and get the CCW, that route, you got 5 states. Reciprocity, I can't even speak. I'm too tired. Oh, I see your question. You want to know what my weapon is. Oh, I apologize. So I have a 6 Sauer P229. I also have a J-frame 357 5-shot revolver. I'll be honest with you. I rarely carry upon my person concealed. Normally it's in the car. The 6 hours is a pretty big gun. Too big, in my opinion. And I'm a big guy. But you can actually feel it on your side when you're carrying it concealed. Very hard to carry a full-size gun concealed. The weapon's normally in my car or it's on my nightstand. The tactical paradigm. Thank you so much for being here. Crypto Shrugged author, thank you. I've had my concealed permit since the year 2000. For all stages, Johnny 5 in the house, Linda Lou, Bombs Away, I've already said hello, Matteo Di Fiora, I'm not wearing my glasses, Stephen Alstad, Travis Meering. Do you have a open carry in Arizona? Yes, we're allowed to open carry. Literally, I can walk down the street with my sidearm fully exposed. Jimbo in the house. RS Nerd 88. Boy, the words are going by quick. It's like, oh man. Jeep and Survival. Cauldron. Thank you so much, everybody. If I haven't mentioned you, Jeff, Girardi. In the house, Kevin, I've already mentioned broilers. Don't get an AR-15, build one. I have one already. Johnny 5, I keep an AR postal in the car. AR. Okay. Just add silver and Jareen, Jerrine, hello. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Robert Jones. Okay. Yay, Cart Tozy. Lived in Arizona and loved it, except it's hot like an oven. It sure is. It really is. Jay Bird in the house. Thank you so much for all ages in the house. I really appreciate everybody being here. I think that's one of the reasons, the main reasons I'm not moving back to New York. I'd be considered a criminal as soon as I would cross their border with all the guns I have and ammo. I'm not getting rid of it. My own state, where I was born and raised, I can't live in. Can you imagine that? The people, the carpetbaggers, politician carpetbaggers, you know what that means? It's politicians. We all seen it in grade school. You know, the image of the politician holding a stick with a bag of their clothing at the end of the stick. That's what they call a carpetbagger. A carpetbagger is a politician who traveled from another state, comes into your state, runs for office, and somehow gets into office, makes all the laws and everything. That you got a bunch of carpetbaggers in New York. They completely changed all the laws and everything. You can't even own guns or anything. I mean, it's ridiculously difficult to own a gun is what I'm trying to say. I remember when I was a kid growing up in New York, we're talking late 60s, early 70s, there was rifle clubs in school. In school. Somehow that's all illegal now. It's all illegal. Hey, but it's okay. You can identify as a woman or you can identify as a guy. It doesn't matter what you are. That's legal. That's legal. Carpetbag head and Muslim in Congress. Yep. I've been watching her. Keep an eye on people like her because more and more and more of those types of people will get into office. And unfortunately, they will win. They will change this country. And your wives will be forced one day. Maybe it won't be your wife. Maybe it'll be your child when she grows up. There's enough of these folks in office. It'll be mandated that they wear burqas. One of these days, mark my words, more and more of them getting into office. They will not need to go to war with us. They will win a war from the inside out. Overtax, what's your idea to fight back against crazy liberals without killing them? Well, obviously, I don't condone violence because it could get me arrested. And unfortunately, they are fanatical. And truth does not prevail against a fanatic. They're not interested in truth. They're only interested in whatever verbiage supports their ideology. Wisdom, common sense, and truth do not work on them. So I don't have the answer to your question. How do we defeat them? When those three cannot reach them, when you cannot convince them through conversation, I can't answer your question. I guess vote them out, but for every idiot you vote out, there's another one that wants to come in. I don't know. Tactical paradigm is correct. There's really only one way, and I can't talk about it on this channel. I can get arrested I don't want to preach violence. I just can say this, maybe another civil war. That's as far as I can talk about it. There's actually been YouTube channels where they had knocks on the door by federal agents, and I don't want to be one of those. Faith. Oops, don't do that. Nope, don't want to do it. Maybe it's the idiots voting idiots in. Yeah, or fanatics voting other fanatics in. They're turning half the population into fanatics. And really understand what the word fanatic is. It's not just a word I'm using to hurt people. You know how you call somebody an ass? What are you really doing? Are you really telling them they look like the butt cheeks of somebody, or are you just trying to use a word to hurt somebody? When I say fanatical, I'm not using the word just to hurt somebody. I am clinically fanatic. That's how half the population is. And then this Ocasio, what's her name? This young little kid who just got voted into, I don't even know what is she, House of Representatives? I don't think she's a Senate. Absolutely not. Yeah, OAC, Cortez. She wants to tax rich people 70%. And you know what? Half the population agrees. We should tax those evil rich people 70%. I got into a conversation today at somebody at work, and I took every bit of my emotions to control my emotions. I did a damn good job. I was really nice to the guy. He works in my department. I saw him reading news on his computer at work, and there was an image of that Cortez chick, and I just walked by him because we talk small talk. I go, "What do you think about her?" "Well, she wants to tax rich people 70%. And I looked at him. "What do you think about that?" "I agree." I looked at him. I said, "You mean that if you put effort into it and you get rich, you think you should be taxed 70%? Well, some of these people have more money than they can spend in their entire lives." And we're going on and on and on. And I finally told him, who are the rich people? They're business owners. Try getting a job from a poor person. You hate rich people, obviously. Try getting a job from a poor person. Let me know how that works out for you on paydays. I don't agree with taxing rich people, and I'll tell you why. Rich people tend to be business owners. Business owners hire people. If overnight they become poor, they won't hire people, they lay people off. But more importantly than that, it's the mechanism, the mechanics of doing business. You sell this widget. This widget is priced to encompass all your expenses. That includes the striping and the asphalt in the parking lot. This is priced to make a profit. This is priced to encompass all your taxes, your regulations, the cost of your products, the cost of the air conditioning, the cost of the lighting in that place, the cost of your employees, this widget. When you raise the price of taxes or regulations, they do not pay taxes. They go to their products and they raise the prices of the products. And you and I walk into the store and buy their widgets. Who is paying the 70% tax? It ain't the rich guy. Trust me on this. It's you. So what they do is they get on television. We need to demonize the rich people because they're the ones that are at fault because you're poor. It's not us politicians. It's those rich people. Let's tax them 70%. And you got the stupid poor people, yay, yay, not knowing they're voting for their own tax increase because they will be the ones to pay the 70% tax when they go buy the products in the store. See, if anybody has ever taken a course called macroeconomics, you learn that business owners do not pay taxes. Oh, no, don't get me wrong. They write out the check quarterly or yearly or whatever they're supposed to write it out. But that tax is normally collected from the products that they sell. You tell them you want to increase regulations. Yes, we should increase regulations on those evil people. Up goes the prices of the widgets that they sell. So when you hear a politician preaching we need to raise taxes or increase regulations on those evil rich people, they're not stupid. I told you they are diabolically intelligent. They're really tricking you into voting for your own tax increase, people. Please believe me. And I always do this little metaphor, this analogy. We all knew, and we all know that one kid in grade school, he would bring bubble gum to school or candy and he would sell it. Remember that one kid? Whatever it was, he would sell. In my day, it was bubble yum. Kids would bring packets of bubble yum and now and later candies. And they would sell them and they would make a profit. Do you think one day when they went to the candy store, if the price went up, they would come to school with that packet and sell it to you at the same price? No, they too had the intelligence, the common sense to know that they have to raise the price a little bit because it was more expensive this morning in the candy store when they went to buy it. It's just common sense, folks. It's just the mechanics of business. Do not fall for the trap that we need to raise prices on the rich people, because that line between rich and poor, they can easily move it in any direction they want. And pretty soon it's the guy who's making $30,000 who's rich. Don't fall for it, because one day it's people who make above $200,000, and then the next day it's the guy who's making $30,000. Don't do it, folks. Again, try getting a job. You hate poor people? Try getting a job from a poor person. And tell me how that works out for you every payday. I'd rather the person be rich. Did I do enough bitching today? I'm just wondering, have you heard enough bitching today? Let's read some of the comments because I know some of my comments piss people off. They call me a freaking Republican. You're just a Republican. They don't know I'm not a Republican. They really believe I'm a Republican, but they have no clue. I'm not a Republican, folks. Surprise, not a Republican. I just happen to hate Democrats because I see them for what they are. And I try to tell people, stop picking a team. This is not football. They have us trained to pick a team at every stage in our life. Pick a team for baseball, pick a team for basketball, pick a team for football, and you stay with that team. You need to be loyal. You need to be loyal. And pretty soon you're an adult and it's time to vote. You got to pick a team and you need to be loyal. And you pick that team and you're a Democrat. I'm on the Democrat team. Try going to one of their house parties. See how much you're on the team. You are not on their team. You are a sucker for picking the Democrats or picking a Republican. You are not on their team. Stop treating this as it's football. Because you pick a team, you pick the Rams or you pick the Cowboys or you pick the Steelers, and no matter what they do, you fall them right off a cliff. And you justify it. Oh, they're the best team. They're the best team. Yeah, they're the best team. They've done lost 5 years in a row. They're the best team. How dare you talk against my team? It's all brainwashing, folks. It's all brainwashing. Just enjoy the sport for what it is. And it's just a damn game. And that goes for politics. It's a damn game. I am neither Democrat nor Republican. Therefore, I have the ability to look in without being brainwashed like most people. Patriots. King James. After I do that long rant, Patriots! I'm laughing at it at you as a friend. But it is funny. It's comical. But you're not on their team, folks. You think you're on their team. Try knocking at their door when they're throwing a party at their house. You'll find out how quick you're not on their team. Okay? Anyway, folks, I'm going to let you go. I've been on like 48 minutes. And by the way, I want to mention one thing before I go. I am so tired of my videos getting demonetized. I am so tired of my videos actually getting, I get emails about this video is not acceptable. This video is not acceptable. This video is not acceptable. I had, and this is not about money. I am starting up or have already put in place a Patreon account. I'm going to use that website for the videos that I know will get banned. So I'm going to utilize that site to speak more from the heart. I so much as mention gun or Clinton on YouTube, my videos get banned. I'm not lying. Or they get demonetized. So I'm going to use Patreon. It's the Overtaxed Taxpayer channel. It's Patreon. Go visit me there. Take a look around. If you feel like joining, by all means join. That video, that place, that Patreon does not censor to the best of my knowledge. And take a look at it and determine whether you want to join or not. Anyway, I gotta run. It's 6 o'clock. I want to get some rest. I am I'm tired, folks. And if you guys just joined, my bitching pretty much started at the beginning of the video. Go ahead and wait about 5 minutes until this video posts. Come back and watch this video. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Folks, have a great day, and thank you so much for your support. And again, thank you for the super chat. Take care of yourselves. Yeah. Oh, it was Patreon, patreon.com. And the channel is called the Overtaxed Taxpayer Channel. Take care.